But yeah.
Would we have avoided? We can.
I had the heaviest bit of the worm.
We can do a podcast about bringing that up.
Josh kept stopping.
Dear.
That was hard.
If anyone's
that wasn't even
watching
the
this
hardest
that doesn't
workout.
know, I don't know where you'd find it, but just try and find the video of Quinney on the
It'll
worm.
get posted now.
Worm and burpees
Oh.
at regionals,
It's
crawling across the finish line because his legs didn't work.
It's on my Instagram. The best bit about that, we can't put this whole video in there, but is that. So everyone's celebrating. I think we came second in the heat, or whatever it was, and I'm just crawling across the line. Josh is celebrating getting his photo taken, and I'm dying.
Woo! We're back. For the observant among you, you'll notice that we just ended one and started one in the same place. I don't know whether they're going to be conjacent to each other.
I don't know if we'll put them out at the same time. I think we
No.
might pop James's out and then save mine
You
for
later on, so you might not even notice, but
Wow.
we're back in action.
Mm-hmm.
So as with all of these, we've just jumped on camera with a member or member of staff.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, the wonderful Chris Quinney. Have a little chat.
Hey guys.
Introduce you folk to some more folk. And hopefully you'll finish watching, listening to this with a little bit more insight into somebody, another member or member of staff, and something you can approach them and talk to them about that isn't just how was your thrusters and wall balls. That'd be a terrible workout, wouldn't it? Thrusters and wall balls. But anyway.
It's pretty much the same movement, but yeah, I'm probably programmed it before. You know I love thrusters. That's my favourite CrossFit movement, by the way.
I'm waiting for the questions.
Preempting it there. Leon's here. Hey, Leon.
Hey guys.
So we're going to start these in a similar place.
Yeah.
Place. We'll go chronological. So let's not go to. I mean, you're old, so let's.
The thing is, I'm having to really think about it. As in, going.
Let's start with schooling.
Yeah.
Where did you go to primary school?
So I grew up in the hood that I like to call Frinton on Sea. It's a lovely place to grow when you're young. I went to primary school there at a primary school called Hampford. Good times. It's a while ago now, and then I went to Tendring Technology College. Interesting story, has one of its schools in Thorpe and one of its schools in Frinton. Had to get a bus to Thorpe, sat at the back.
Just ask the question.
Just walked to Frinton, because that was just down the road. And was so easy to bunk off. Joking, I didn't really. Sorry, Mum, if you're
We've got
watching
10
this.
minutes, Quinney.
Anyway, yeah, sorry, next. Go with it, yeah.
Primary school, secondary school,
That was Tendring, yeah.
uni.
Uni was Loughborough.
Do you have? When I went to my secondary school, had like a sixth form, which is in the same place, which was college. So we just had like year 12 and 13
Yes.
was the same school. Was it the same thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
same thing, yeah.
And then uni.
Loughborough. It's good.
So
Played
do-
rugby.
Rugby.
Sports science, but mainly rugby, to be fair. I played a lot of sport at school. I actually played volleyball for England until I broke my hand. One game. But
Do you hold a record for the shortest
and I'm very short, so
netball player?
But my claim to fame, netball. Our school was just really into volleyball, and basically everyone in our school team was then in the England team. Yeah, it was a good time to be alive.
Okay. So you did sports science and played rugby. What position did you play in rugby? Scrum half?
Either wing or scrum half. Yes, fly half. Just anywhere where you had to get the ball and run. Was pretty much not in the scrum, basically. Yeah.
Bear in mind this is a PG.
I lost an ear playing rugby.
There we go.
Huh?
Wait, what? You've got to.
So, one of them got smushed. So, like, when I was playing rugby, we used to have back in the day, quite large rugby studs, if you boys played, you'd have known. And it was really wet, my head went down into the mud, someone stamped on my ear, got the ball in the other team, twisted his foot, and then and everyone stopped playing, they called the whistle. Don't do it now because it will look really weird on camera.
When you lost an ear?
Yeah, so they smushed it off and had to make it back again. like half of it was still there.
It's definitely this one.
When
it's
the
a bit
video
weird.
is finished, if you pull both my ears forward, not now, Leon, do you want to do it? Can you get involved?
I'm gonna get a close up of
One of
it's a bit fun. It's a
one
bit
of them
funky now. I've
feels.
never noticed
One of
that.
them is weird. Like if you pull both of them forwards. No, like not like that.
What, like that?
Yeah, like
Next
one
time
of
you
them
see
bends,
Quinney
one of
in
them
the
doesn't.
gym, can you
Feel different?
make sure that you
Do
ask
feel
him
different,
to
yeah.
fondle his ears?
One
To
of
work out which
so
one fell
anyway,
off.
one of them got a bit smushed.
Right, that's a good story.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stories.
Yeah, we've got 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So there was that.
So you sports science at uni, you played on the
rugby.
wing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Out the way.
Amazing. Played a full-back at one point. That's a terrible position.
Yeah,
You're like right at the back
it's a
where
bit
just
boring,
everyone runs.
Yeah. Just catch the kicks and run.
Yeah, or if everyone gets past everyone else, you're just standing there. It was great.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Okay, so that was uni,
Mhm.
and then we found out I didn't finish uni. I left. I quit.
I did.
What did
finished.
you?
I then got a job. I did my GP referral course, which is people refer from the doctor to get back into fitness. Came
So
to
did your
see
sports
me.
science degree include your PT course?
Yes, so I did
for
my
me, yeah.
I did my PT and some specialist courses with in London to do with like the cardiac rehab side of things. Yes. What?
Carry on.
I did a course to teach me how to walk. Generally was. Yeah.
To
walk.
Yeah.
Like specialised. It was a specialist course in walking.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
cool, anyway.
like big traumatic
Yeah.
accidents. People need to learn to walk again. Yeah.
No. It was just normal people teaching them how to walk. It wasn't anything to do with GP referral course is very hard, by the way. You have to learn about all the medications and stuff anyway. Won't come to
So
that.
you did your GP referral course,
Yes.
and then what did you do?
I worked in a council-run leisure centre doing PT and GP referral work. So
Where is this? Where are we
at
now?
Clacton-on-Sea,
Oh,
where I
you're
met
back in
Leon.
Essex.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Back in Essex.
Essex, yes. Back in Essex. Born and raised in Frinton is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, and calling and switching people outside of school. Leon. James really wants to get a basketball ring out front. I'm gonna carry on. Just edit it down. Next question, James. Go for it. I'm ready.
So, we're working in a leisure centre.
Mhm.
How did you come to owning one? Let's pedal quickly through the next, like, how many years? 15 years?
Yeah, I mean, I started the CrossFit about 7.5, maybe 8 years ago. Whenever CrossFit Culture opened, because I did my foundation with Robert Manlove up at Chelmsford, and then CrossFit Culture opened like maybe a week after, and I just moved to Culture as well. So I started CrossFit Culture just obviously as a member, then did my level 1, and Carl asked me to coach.
When you did your level 1, can you remember what year?
No.
I've
I
had
wanna
mine
say-
mine's just expired, so 5 years.
I want to say
So
maybe.
just, I've redone it, but
I honestly don't know when I did my level 1. Don't know, because I had to do my level.
6 or 7.
I did my level 2 when it expired to
yeah,
keep
same,
it
yeah.
validated. And then Carl asked me to buy it, and I said no several times. And then I caved. I loved. Don't get me wrong, I loved fitness and stuff. I really wanted to retire at 30. Yeah, and so bought into the gym, and then we moved over to Heckworth, like 4 years ago now, and then James came on board, and that is where we are now.
And in between there and now, you happen to make it to regionals.
We did.
So
Team.
well, we're going to go through this very quickly because I know you like to talk about it. Loughborough Uni is a pretty highly regarded university for sport, so you must have been pretty athletically gifted
I was all right.
at a young age.
If I'd have found CrossFit younger, I tell you, how many people say that? Yeah. Go on.
So that was rugby.
Yeah.
What got you into CrossFit? Was there a person or did you
no,
stumble
not
across
really.
it?
I got out of fitness for a while when, like as in like competitively, I just did like your bro stuff, and then worked out that I was horrendously unfit when it came to anything cardio wise. No jokes, because I know at the moment I'm just gone back to that way. I was quite strong, but I wasn't very fit. Like you said before, I could do several things okay.
Yeah.
But if you put anything together, I struggled. And when I came to do someone got me, like, suggested I did CrossFit.
Yeah.
Went along to a free trial, and I was so bad. And I'm one of these people that if I'm bad at something, I want to get better. So obviously I joined to get better at it, and then fell in love with it. And we competed quite early on back then. I suppose there wasn't as many people doing it as there is now, and the standard wasn't as high as it is now. and I wanted something competitive that pushed me, and that's how I kind of fell in love with it, as it were.
And you went to regionals in 2018.
Yeah, whenever the last regionals was, before they cancelled regionals. So yeah, I did the last one.
I think 2018.
Yeah, I was in 2018, and that was yeah, it was good. It was fun. Like it was
but
challenging.
Yeah, your perception of what regionals was going to be and what it was quite different, wasn't it? It wasn't quite what you expected. Or am I putting words in your mouth there?
A little bit. It was hard for me because at the time I had other stuff going on. I just had a little boy, and Dylan, yes, Dylan.
Big deal.
Love you, Dylan.
He's definitely watching this.
Yeah, of course he is.
Dada.
And yeah, it was just hard. It was mentally and physically one of the toughest things I've done at that time.
Yeah.
I would like to have gone back in a different circumstance. I think like regionals was awesome. Competing in that stadium and stuff was great, and the team were great, and it was a lot of fun. I just wish I had gone into it fitter, as it were. Like, but yeah.
Would we have avoided? We couldn't
I had the heaviest bit of the worm.
We can do a podcast about bringing that up.
Josh kept stopping.
Dear.
That was hard.
If anyone's
that wasn't even the
watching
hardest
this that
workout.
doesn't know, I don't know where you'd find it, but just try and find the video of Quinney on the
It'll
worm.
get posted now.
Worm and burpees
Oh.
at regionals.
It's
crawling across the finish line because his legs didn't work.
It's on my Instagram. The best bit about that, we can't put this whole video in there, but is that. So everyone's celebrating. I think we came second in the heat, or whatever it was, and I'm just crawling across the line. Josh is celebrating, getting his photo taken, and I'm dying. And all I remember is Em coming along going, "We've got to take the worm back." I can't move. And I was so tired that I just did it. So I'm picking this worm up, we're walking this worm back to the start line or whatever it was. It was so funny. And I hadn't even said a word. I hadn't said a word to anyone. No one's seen how bad I am as well, because they're all celebrating. And then we go to the thing, and I just looked at I'm like, I'm not good. I had to sit down, I had to get the medics over. One of them, so one's one side of me, and he's taking me pulse. He looks at the other one and just goes, and I'm like, I can see both of you. Am I dying? And then they were just like, oh no, I'd just sit there for a while. I had to sit on the step for 20 minutes before I could walk up the stairs to go back to the athlete area. It was but.
Again, if you haven't seen the video, please go find it.
In case anyone's wondering, I am going to insert that clip into this podcast, so don't worry. You will all see that clip.
Yeah. But it was very.
What I will say though
funny.
on that, we take the piss out of you loads for it. But there's not many people I know that would put themselves in that much of a hole that they'd have to crawl across the finish line the way they did. Like most people just slow down and stop.
And like
that's a lot of mental toughness to get yourself into that kind of state.
The three people I was on that team with, Charlie, Em and George, were so good at it that it was just. And it had been a long weekend. It wasn't like the first workout of the day, and it was just tough. Like
you also came like third, didn't you?
Yeah, I can't remember where we came. Like it was an all right. We did all right in that. Yeah. It wasn't like we did badly in the workout either. It was just at the end I'd just given up, and we got no reps about 20 times on the burpee. That's what you don't see. Good like time. We were doing those burpees forever because we kept getting no reps and out of time, and it was just it's
funny.
It was hard. It was good. The worm was very heavy. Regionals workouts were the hardest workouts I've done. I've done a lot of competitions, and they were just it was something very different doing those team stuff that year.
Let's move on quickly. Yeah, come away from CrossFit, not fitness related.
Yeah,
I know it's gonna be hard because you talk about yourself a lot.
I do, but this is all about
give me something that people might not know about you that isn't fitness related.
I was the Jimmy's Farm.
I knew you were going there.
It's my favourite thing. Sausage eating champion, 2014. I want to say. I'm not 100% sure of the year. And I won that competition. Didn't even enter. Just joined a queue. Thought I was getting a sausage. Entered a competition. Won the competition. Easy as well. Yeah, that's right.
That is amazing.
Yeah, got a plate and everything. Stiff cut.
Have you still
picture
got a plate?
Picture with Jimmy.
Is it on your wall?
No, Dylan broke
Is it on
my
your
plate. Dylan
Chris
broke
Quinney
my,
mural
Dylan
at
broke
home?
my plate. It's tough.
Deal.
Yeah.
Do you want me to enter a screenshot of that competition?
There is a picture of me holding the plate. Yes.
Is there actually?
On Facebook, yes.
Amazing.
And Instagram, and I'll probably repost it a couple of times. So,
Okay.
You know.
Okay. I think we'll wrap up there.
Yeah.
Mainly because we're about to go and coach, but
Yeah. Maybe take some of that.
also because you are really old and there is a lot we could talk about.
I think we did all right.
Actually,
and a lot of the facts I might have got wrong. Like, even where I can't remember what position I'm 36 now.
So you are actually a master, that's right, yeah, you
are.
36 is not old. We spoke about my nan in mine, she was like 70.
I like it. Are we still filmed, by the way?
Yeah, we're still going.
I like it that you went, your nan's like, 60, 70. I'm like, so your nan's younger than my dad. 10 years if she's 60.
Is she?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. My parents are really young though. My parents are 50, early 50s.
Early 50s. So your nan had your mum when she was 9?
No, I mean now. Like, nan's 70 something now.
When you went, my nan's like 60. So she had really young. She was 9 when she had.
Yeah.
Don't put that in Miss Sandy's mum.
I can't edit anything out, I'm afraid.
No, this is
podcast live, mate.
Transparent
Fair
podcast.
Fair
completely.
enough.
All I can do is insert a clip of you
crawling.
Have you seen it?
No.
Have you not?
Thanks for coming, guys.
No, I have seen it.
I'm going to leave these two to talk because they like to talk.
We all go and
They're best friends.
Oh no.
If you haven't already, give this a little thumbs up or something. Comment down below your favourite Chris Quinney story. If you have seen the video, please share it on any social media platform. And we'll catch up with you with probably a member now because we're done. So it'll be a member or one of the old sublets in the building.
Mine's going to go on later on down the line. Once I've seen it. Yeah, cool.
Cheers.
It's good.